we're focusing in that area, so we're looking for opportunities to be able to
You're
build
live.
that type of partnership. You know what I'm saying? That type of exposure. So no, what you all are doing at TOC, man, and being able to expose these students to that side of technology, that would be great. Good stuff. We go. We're here. What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome to the Thursday Stakeholder Spotlight for the Russell Center. I am MT. MT is me, and I'm always excited to be with you all to bring this Thursday session in, and I'm no less excited today because I'm here with my guy, John. We were sitting there talking, as you might have seen, we got some things working, but what they're doing at TOC and all of the amazing opportunities, the amazing exposure, the amazing information and knowledge that they're bringing to the community is why I'm so excited today. And so we're definitely going to get to talk to John. We're going to find out more about him and everything they're doing. But as you all know, I got to bring you all the news that you can use from the Russell Center. And it's going to be quick. It's going to be quick today because y'all are missing so much. I can't tell you it all. I don't think we have enough time for me to introduce you to it all. But definitely know that this week we have attorneys in talking about legal formation of the company. We had doctors in talking about psychology and mental health of entrepreneurs. We had accountants in talking about how to get the numbers right and how to make sure that you're accounting for all of your dollars and your ducats and your chicken, as Marshawn Lynn says, making sure that you have all of that information in place. So if you're missing this stuff, I said that I wasn't going to say it. I'm going to bring that in. Just because we look a little better and we look a little different now doesn't mean I'm not going to bring that same mentality. I'm not telling y'all to go to stakeholder services at russellcenter.org. Email them and let them know if you're not getting the information, if you're not getting the emails. Make sure you reach out and let somebody know, stakeholders, so that we can get you in the loop. And if you're a future stakeholder, if you want to be a part of this amazing community that's growing here, take advantage of the opportunity to apply. It's coming up soon. Can't tell you exactly when. When I know, you'll know. But know that the staff at the Russell Center is working to get those applications out so we can bring in another whole set of new stakeholders. So make sure you're getting your information. Make sure you're checking it out. Like I told you, it's going to be short. We're done with the news you can use. We're going to have a longer version next week, but I don't want to give it all because I want y'all to actually get your emails working. You know how entrepreneurs work. If you got to send an email, you might leave it to the end, but I'm going to go ahead and push y'all to get that done. So since we're completed with that portion, the portion that we got to do, now we'll get to my favorite part. John, appreciate you coming through, man. Excellent time. Super excited about what we're talking about today. Technologists of Color is doing some amazing things in the world and bringing people together. And as y'all know, I can jump into it and get deeper in that. I don't need to because we have John here. John, please take a second. Tell the audience a little bit about yourself, Technologists of Color, and what you all do.
All right. So, hello, my name is John Exume. I am the Executive Director of Technologists of Color. We've been around since May of 2012. We started off as a group where, Black folks would just come. We would go to lounges and bars and just talk about our day, talk about some of the challenges that we, deal with working in technology. And about 2017, something happened here in Atlanta. I called it the boot camp boom. And so we had a lot of boot camps pop up in Atlanta. And what was happening was there were a lot of students who were coming out of these boot camps and they had a tough time landing a job. And so we became the place to help these graduates as well as folks who transitioned from other careers to get the tech skills they need to land these tech jobs. For me, I've been in tech, I like to say, since I was like 8 years old. I had my first experience with a computer, and thanks to my aunt, and I never looked back. And so I've been in tech, literally, like I said, all my life.
Love it, man. Love it. So that's an interesting origin story. So I had all the boot camps going on. Everybody was boot camping.
Right.
We're running into burgeoning technologists that wanted to get into the field but weren't able to get the positions. How did you find that out? Like, what kind of market research led you to asking these questions and finding this problem?
So what happened? It happened by accident, I would say. So we would do our events where we post them on Eventbrite, post them on Meetup. Hey, people of color, come to our events, let's chit chat, talk about your day. And our events were getting packed with people telling us, hey, I can't get a job. And so we started focusing on getting our people that look like us. We started off with cloud and we started off with blockchain and some other areas of technology. And we started doing events geared to give our people the skills they needed to land these jobs. And so that has sparked us, now with working with different companies. For example, we have sponsorships with BlackRock, currently Chime, as well as SalesLoft and other companies we've been working with within, now and in the past, in terms of helping them find Black talent.
I'm an entrepreneur myself, and it's like, how can you not find us? How can they not see us? How is it possible that you have all of these educated people, especially in the boot camp movement? Everybody was going boot camp, and everybody getting certifications, and there were still people that weren't able to find positions. Was it the companies not being able to identify this talent? Was it the talent not having the resumes correct? Like, what was the disconnect?
So I think from our perspective, the disconnect was, it's one thing to teach someone how to code, right? There's more to just learning how to code in terms of working for an organization, company. And what we noticed was there were some foundational skills that a lot of the bootcamp grads, were missing. And we decided that we felt that we needed to be that bridge in between to help them get ready. Like, how do you interview? How do you answer these questions that they ask you during the interview process? Because one thing we've noticed is that when it comes to these tech roles, passing the first interview is easy. Oh, you learned this programming language, you learned this, all right, good. It's when they're getting in front and they have to do a coding problem on the wall. Well, how do you answer that question? How do you solve it? And so we started gearing and making events, and we had a program called Foundations, which gave folks that foundational knowledge so that they would come, they would learn these skills, they would go to these interviews, and they would land these jobs. And also, for me, looking at the grand scheme of things, yes, Atlanta is a tech melting pot, right? We got a lot of tech companies here, a lot of smart individuals here, but I think the approach of a lot of these companies coming to Atlanta is, for them, it was trying to say, okay, where's this talent, and how do I get them to work for me? And some of these companies were a little rigid with their processes, and so we became the bridge to sort of help them, iron those areas out and make it easier for them to hire Black talent.
Got it. I mean, you got to have the right presentation.
Right.
You have to be able to get in front of the hiring managers, of the interviewers, and be able to speak the language and understand what's going on. That's a gap.
Right.
And it was hard coming out of engineering school. It was like, that was still a gap. So you all are truly providing the service that is needed.
Yes.
And coming from that standpoint, I can appreciate it, because
Yes.
now I have to talk to those folks the same way we can have a real conversation about the technology and actually be coherent. So that's real.
Definitely, yes.
So started before the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
the world changes. I would believe that somebody or an organization doing what you all are doing were sought out during that time as the Great Resignation came and everything was changing. How did these past couple of years affect how TOC operates?
Thank you for answering that question. So, prior to the pandemic, we were focused on a lot of in-person events, networking events, folks having a good time, folks learning things. Then the pandemic happened, and of course, all places closed, and we had to go virtual. Okay? So when Technologists of Color started, we were really Atlanta focused, and the lessons we learned when we went remote was we had folks joining us from the UK, folks joining us from Canada, Houston, LA, and so the word of Technologists of Color spread across the country, and so we continue to do events, and like you said, companies came to us saying, hey, we want to do events. So we basically took the same feel of our in-person events and made them virtual. And we had great success with some of the events for like Manhattan Associates, who was one of our sponsors through the pandemic. We did a couple of events with them, BlackRock and other organizations. And for us, the light bulb was like, hey, you need to get the word out outside of Atlanta about TOC. And so that's one of the things that the pandemic helped was, other eyes outside of Atlanta seeing what we do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it introduced an entire new market, an entire new operation coming out of this pandemic. How are you all utilizing that to push forward? Like, are you all doing more inclusive events? Like, what's the strategy?
Yes. So we have gone back to in-person events. So we actually have an event today at the Russell Center down, down here in the Chase Lounge, called Coding While Black. So let me give you a little bit about what Coding While Black is. So Coding While Black is an event where, this is an event for folks who are new to technology, folks who are veterans of technology, to all come together, bring your projects, come network, come meet somebody new. If you got jobs open at your company, come announce it here. It's a place for us to all collaborate and network together. So we're back to in-person events. We're working on doing a hybrid type thing where, our folks from other cities and other states who enjoyed our events during the pandemic to be able to check in and participate in some of our in-person events. So we're back to our in-person events. We've done our meetups. We actually did a job fair last month. It was earlier this month in June.
Okay.
For one of our sponsors. We had a great turnout, well over 30 people showing up to hear about what BlackRock is in the city to offer and get some jobs. So we're back in person. Definitely, check us out, come to these events, network, and meet some new people.
There you go. You heard it. Now, if you're a technologist, if you're of color, and you're looking for opportunities and you're not connected with this organization after the day, you're not trying hard enough. Because they told you they got events tonight. They're doing them often. I've seen them up at the Russell Center bringing together the community to advance it as much as possible. So take advantage. Take advantage.
Take advantage.
So you talked about a couple of events that you had here at the Russell Center. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you're a stakeholder here. You've been here for a while. How has this community, how has this building, how has the staff, how has the Russell Center as a whole helped TOC grow during this time?
So from the bottom of my heart, the Russell Center is near and dear to me. It has been, for me, like one of the best things for our organization because prior to the Russell Center, we spent a lot of time finding venues to do events. Right, so we had to go around, do an event here, do an event there. Somebody knows somebody over here. Let's do an event here. And what the Russell Center has done for us is it's provided us a home. Right, so we have a home. We do all our events here, and the staff has been great. They have helped us, all along the way. Keeping the building open, allowing us to come in early, stay late. I apologize for sometimes being here way past my scheduled time. But the Russell Center and Jay and team, everyone on the team has been amazing, and we love you guys. You guys are really good for us.
Excellent.
And we ain't going nowhere.
There you go.
We staying here.
They stuck. I love it. So, how long has TLC been around?
So TLC has been around since May of 2012.
May of 2012, and in 2022, you have made it 10 years.
10 years.
We try to celebrate that type of milestone as much as possible in the Stakeholder Spotlight because making it 5 is something.
Right.
Then you double that. That means you did something double well.
Right.
Yeah, you did something double good. Shout out to the popcorn. I think it's great. But you did something double good. You made it 10 years. How does it feel?
Man, it feels great. So Marcellus Haynes, who is the founder of TLC, he recently just stepped down, and now I've become the executive director. And I remember when we started, if you were to tell us that we would be where we are today, I'd be like, no. We just, we used to just hop in bars and just chit chat. It used to be like 5 or 10 of us.
Yeah.
And then we've had events where we've had like 100 people, 150, 30, 20, we've had a lot of different experiences. And so to still like look back at everything we've done, the different people who have been part of TOC and who have gone on and done other great things, and just seeing like the Justins and the Zachs and all those other folks who started here, coming to our events, connecting, collaborating, and seeing what they're doing now has just been amazing. And I think for us, like the other day, I was sitting at home, at my office, and I'm sitting here and I was like, oh, we've touched a lot of lives. And like sometimes you just take it for granted of the people who you've helped along the way. And in hearing these messages, people walking up to me saying, thank you for TOC. Because you guys helped me here in this part of my life. Like we hear stories of people who we have some folks who are part of TOC who used to work in the restaurant industry and now are in technology careers.
Wow.
And thanking us for just being around and just providing a place for them to network, to learn, and to navigate through their career. So that's great.
Love it, man. Love it. Changing folks' lives,
That's right.
one code at a time.
Yeah.
I love it. So you've made it this far.
Mhm.
You're at the helm of the ship, expecting to be there for a nice little time. I'm expecting.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
what does the future of TOC look like in your hands?
So in my hands, I have, and I'm gonna share. I have big dreams. I call myself a dreamer. I dream a lot, and so what I want to see for Technologists of Color is not only here in Atlanta. I want to see chapters everywhere. I want to see chapters in Africa. I want to see chapters in the UK. I want to see chapters in LA, Houston, New York, Miami. I want chapters everywhere. But I want to create a large enough ecosystem where we can all partner together, work together, and change and shape the trajectory of African Americans, of our people here in the U.S. and also abroad. That's my vision for the organization, continuing to help as many people, transition and transition from whatever careers are into tech, as well as help those who are in tech reach their ultimate goals of successful technology careers. Because I believe that tech is an avenue to get out of generational poverty. I've seen what it's done in my life, what it's done in my family's life, and we want to be here as an example to help those others, other folks achieve that level of success, change the family trajectory.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay, see, he laid it all the way out
That's
for
right.
you. He's like, I'm coming here with a plan. I'm not just here just idly waiting, man.
Right.
I'm trying to make something happen. You obviously done some thinking about this.
Yes.
And now at the place where you can make it happen. I'm super excited to see what happens with you.
Thank you. Can't wait to see what we do.
Yeah, yes. And all the people that they help. So again, if you're in technology and you're not connected with TOC, you need to pull it together. Like this is an awesome organization doing awesome things. And as you can see, they've got awesome leadership. What more could you ask for? Why not?
Definitely.
So, brother, we're getting close to the culmination of this awesome conversation.
Right.
Appreciate it, but we got to. I'm trying to decide. I got 5 questions I can ask, or I got one big piece of advice that you could provide to the people. And I've been trying to decide this whole time. I'm like, what am I going to get John with? What are we doing? So
I'm ready. What you got?
I'm gonna be cool. We got 5 questions for you. So
All right.
we're gonna drop 5 little gems on the audience. Answer these as off of the cuff as possible.
Okay.
Just give me what you got. We not out here trying to expose nobody. But some organizations might be upset with your answers, so we're not gonna hold anything against John. All right. So iPhone or Android?
I'm Team iPhone. Team iPhone all day. Yes, I used to work for Apple back in the day. So, yes, I'm biased.
Right.
iPhone, hands down.
You know what I'm saying? No shade to the Android folks,
Yeah.
but we got iPhones right here.
Yeah.
So, PlayStation or Xbox?
For me, PlayStation. So, you guys see my necklace. I'm a huge Batman fan. I got a custom Batman PlayStation. PlayStation all day.
Get out of here.
I got a custom Batman controllers, Batman. So my theater room is all Batman themed.
I actually know I got a technologist that I want to hook you up with that would absolutely love that. Shout out Diamond, she's awesome. Electric cars or gas cars?
Ooh. I'm gonna say, because I'm actually in the market for a car, I'm gonna say electric cars.
Okay.
These gas prices is too high.
Hey man, the price of electricity is going up too. Nobody's talking about that.
Yeah, but I would say right now electric.
Okay.
I can make it electric.
All right. And so, wind power or water turbines? Which one do you think is gonna take over?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna say wind turbines for me, because wind is always around. So I just think wind is gonna win. Wind is going to win.
No pun intended. Maybe a little bit. Okay. And so the last question: is iRobot gonna be real? Are we safe? What is gonna happen?
iRobot's gonna happen. I want to share a little bit. I had the opportunity a couple years ago, pre-pandemic, to go to LA to a conference. It was a really, I would say, small conference, but I got a chance to see AI robots in action. So I had a chance to see this company called Nightscope, which makes police robots, right? I had a chance to go see how the future of policing is going to be with AI programmed robots. I saw robots that literally you feed this robot some scripts and it could create an entire movie score, like create a movie within 20 minutes. So it's gonna happen. If I was gonna guess, I would say within the next 10 to 15 years, you're gonna start seeing some real full implementation of robots in places. Like, don't be surprised if your fast food places start off first with robots making your food. I think that'll be first probably, and then companion robots like the movie iRobot. I would probably say, towards the latter 15, 20 years, you can start seeing companion robots. They're out now, but you need time for them to learn and things like that. So I think, you'll be able to buy one probably in the next 10 to 15 years.
Man, I'm not gonna have a robot in my house. I feel like Will Smith. It can't happen. It's like, I don't know. You can wake up in the middle of the night, and I'm like,
well, we got them now. Think about it. We got Alexas. We got
but Alexa can't get up and like come see about me.
Right.
Like, hey man, I didn't like that oil that you put into my cane shit out. So we're gonna have to see about you. But things happen. The technology evolves.
My camera went down.
Oh, you good?
We did 23 minutes. It's saying my camera's too hot.
Really?
Yeah. So it just shut down.
All good.
No, that's not all good.
I mean, not good.
I mean, yeah, I don't like that. Let's see. Just turning back on. Pop back in. All right, we're back.
You recording? All right. So that's crazy. iRobot. I don't like it, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We'll adapt to it, and it'll be what it is.
Yeah. I think for me, I'm curious to see the first adaptations of it. But I feel we'll slowly but surely get to it. My biggest fear of the robot evolution, I would say revolution, is that we need to be part of it, right? We can't be the ones not part of it. We need to be part of the process in terms of helping program and things like that. So I want us to, that's why I keep pushing this tech thing hard. Now, I want us to get into technology, get into those fields, into the AI, artificial intelligence, into these data sciences, to make sure that when these things become reality, that we're not the ones who are victims. That is real. So that's the
gist. That's the showdown. So get ready.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Don't be scared.
Prepare yourself.
Okay.
Terminator is happening. Send somebody back in time to melt down the robots. Well, good stuff, brother. Appreciate you as always, man. Take this time to give out all your tags. Tell everybody where they can find you, where they can get in contact with TOC and take advantage of what you all are doing.
Yes, all right. So you can connect with TOC on all social media platforms at Techs of Color. So that's TECHSOF Color. On your Instagram, Facebook, you can find us there, LinkedIn. Just search for at Techs of Color. If you want to connect with me, my personal Instagram is IamJon77. So that's IAMJON77. That's my personal Instagram. But you can connect with Techs of Color at Techs of Color or on our website at www.techsofcolor.org. And that's TECHSOFCOLOR.org.
Boom. Check them out. Find out more about Texas. Learn more about them. Get involved. Be a part of the future. We know technology is around. We're using it for what we're doing now. It's integrated in all of our lives. So definitely take advantage of this awesome organization. John, appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
The time has been great. As always, we have great conversations. We're going to have more, and we're going to bring you back. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Bring me back.
Because we got to hold you accountable for all of these awesome things, these big dreams you done put out here. We got to make sure they come around, and we know they will, man. We got to hear the story.
All right. Thank you.
No, without a doubt. And audience, as always, man, appreciate y'all. Thursdays, we come, we talk, we have conversations, but this would not be possible. It would not be something that we do if it wasn't for you all. So thank you as always from the bottom of my heart for showing up, showing out, and giving us a platform to be able to introduce these new entrepreneurs. Until next time, next Thursday, we got another awesome guest coming in. Show up. That's all I gotta say. Tell your friends, tell your partners. I'm not even gonna advertise this one. We're just gonna have her show up, and it's gonna be great. We're gonna have a great conversation as always. So next Thursday, 1 p.m. Join us again here at the Russell Center. Until then, I'm MT. This is John, and we're done. Peace. Good stuff.
All right.
Appreciate it.
That was great.
Yeah, I'm glad. That's what we try to do, man.
That's good. That's
It's
good.
easy. And we got Daddy over here, man. He got the crystal clear. And I'm looking at that iPhone video. And I'm like, they started taking my son down.